datatraders.com here. So we're going to look at the economic outlook, technical analysis on the major indices, and some earnings trades for week of August 11th through August 15th. Starting the school year next week as well. So I've been pretty busy just getting my classes ready. Still want to do these videos very consistently. So if you haven't yet, please like and subscribe to this channel, and I'll do these videos every weekend. So SPY, if you look at the week, we did have a down day on the 1st, but then we recovered a bit on Monday, another down day Tuesday, and then we recovered a bit. We have the nice pattern of down, up, down, up, down, down, up, down, up, down, up, actually. So, the Monday did recover. We were below the EMAs last week, but then for Monday we went over it. We were below it on the Tuesday for the short-term EMA in yellow. Medium term is still okay. And then up to Friday, we're still above the EMAs. This is a pretty bullish setup here. RSI is curving, the slope is upwards, and we're not overbought yet, so we still have some room to continue to grow here. Let's go back to the volume profile. So if you look at the volume profile, we do have a lot of volume at the 624 that could act as a support level. Also at 636. But right now we're 637, so based on the amount of volume, we have a lot of volume at this level. So there's a chance we consolidate again, but since we're above the EMAs, we are still pretty bullish. Look at QQQ, it's almost always very similar. We have a 559, a lot of volume, 566 as well. We are above it at the 574, had a good 1% gain on Friday. RSI is a little closer to overbought, still sloping upwards, and MACD is starting to curl possibly to the upside. IWM, we now are above the 200 simple moving average. We are hugging the short 9 and 21 EMAs though, and we are still a little bit below that, so not as much momentum in the small caps, but still in a slightly bullish setup here. RSI is pretty neutral at 50, and MACD is still a little bit bearish, but it's starting to curl a little bit more to the bullish side. Volatility did spike, a slight spike up to the 21 on Friday. That's when the tariff news hit, but VIX has pretty steadily decreased, and we're currently at 15.15. Could be a good time for option buyers in this case. I wouldn't go too heavy in the option sell side just because volatility is a little bit below the long-term average. Look at some earnings here. Not that many big earnings that should move the market too much. Do have AMC if you like the meme type stocks. Kava's, Cisco. Cisco's probably the biggest one. So let's look, NDE. So let's look at CSCO. Cisco's very bullish. It's looking like before pre-earnings that we're going to look for a positive earnings report here. It is possibly a bit overextended though. If the earnings are not higher than expected, we could hit back down to the 68 or so level. If you were considering a short-term earnings trade, I would go even lower. I'd probably go around the 65, maybe by the 64, if you could get at least 0.1, so get about a 10% return on that. If you want to do it as an iron condor, I could still go around the 0.08, 0.11 delta, around the 678, 79. It might be overextended a bit, so selling a call credit spread 78 and then buy the 79, if you get 0.1 or so, could make some sense. As for economic news, on the 11th, I don't have anything. CPI will be on Tuesday pre-market. Have the federal budget balance to look at. Oil inventories on Wednesday. do have a few FOMC members speaking. PPI will be on Thursday. So nothing absolutely huge there. I would watch for the Tuesday and the Thursday for the CPI and PPI reports. Again, this is Lance from ThetaTraders.com. If you find these videos helpful, like, subscribe, leave a comment if you have any questions, and I'll see you guys on the next one.